Oh my goodness, look how pretty. So beautiful. Hey friends, it's Rebecca here, and I have been obsessed with art materials recently. And can you blame me? When you find these beautiful items that are so inexpensive, I just can't help myself. We were up in Nashville over this past weekend and went to a different Five Below. It was a nice bigger store with more selection, and take a look at these beauties that I found. These watercolors, I encourage you to get these. They were so inexpensive, and they come with these beautiful pastel shades. They had 3 different sets. They had a pastel and a primary colors and I think a neutral colors. But look at that. I'm telling you, if you're having a bad day, just go get yourself some cheap paper, cheap watercolors. Yeah. It's so much fun. They're so relaxing. But these colors are just absolutely beautiful. I was blown away. So I also picked up another sketch pad. And this is a unique sketch pad in that it's, first off, it's bigger. So again, for $5, it's a nice big sketch pad. But it has 3-in-1, 3 different types of paper. So a thin drawing paper, a thicker for mixed media with water, and then a tracing paper. So back here in the back, I don't know how much I'll use this, but this can be handy for tracing. So super, super thin, almost like tissue paper quality. And in the middle is this thicker paper, which I think that's where, these are actually alcohol markers that do bleed through. But there's this separator page in here that I'm probably going to take this out so that I can move it around. This separator page worked great for catching the alcohol marker ink. But this paper, there's some thinner paper up front and then the thicker paper. And so this page is where I swatched out these pencils. Look how pretty these are. And these were marked as $4.25. And so again, they had different sets of colored pencils. This one is the pastels. I think it's the same thing. I think they had primaries and then also neutrals, or maybe at least one other. And then there were some different brands, different pencils, bigger sets. But I just swooned over these pastel colors. They're just beautiful. And so here I've swatched them out. They're not as soft as Prismacolor, you know, so that they're different. They're harder lead. This was 2 times for each of these blocks. So it's a harder lead. They don't blend probably nearly as well as other brands. And then they're not as soft as Prismacolor. But for $4.25, the shades of these are absolutely beautiful. And the packaging was spot on. Once you get it out of this plastic, it does have a really nice tin for you. And so kind of a no-name tin there. You can come in and add your own embellishments to it, but a nice sturdy tin. And so that's a super way to keep these pencils. And I haven't had to sharpen them yet, but I have a feeling they'll sharpen okay. But look at those yummy shades. So pretty. And again, here are those swatched out. So the pencils are good. I love the colors. They look great on white paper. But I absolutely just love these watercolors. Now, they don't have a big pan in that these pans are real thin, so there's not a whole lot of product in here, but I was impressed with the sheen of them. And you could put these pans in something else if you wanted to. I also did some swatching on black paper. This is a notebook that came from Hobby Lobby that's all black paper. And it does okay on the black paper, but you'll notice the shine is good, but it loses a lot of the color. So those are the watercolors on the left, and then this was several of the pencils on the right. So they do okay, but again, I think they're definitely going to look better on white paper. So, and if you happen to be in a Dollar Tree, look for these. This came as a set of 2. And I'm going to be trying out this water brush. This is what the packaging looked like. And so a set of 2 water brushes, that is a really good deal. And it looks like they're going to work just fine. So, but these watercolors, I just love them. They seem to be very, very highly pigmented. They're gonna probably not last very long since there's not as much paint in there, but just really, really nice. And I was also surprised that whenever they dry, I absolutely have, I can't stand glitter, and so I can't stand anything that leaves behind the glitter. And you'll notice these don't leave behind anything once they're completely dry. So that's also another pro for them. So the price, the color, these pastel shades are just lovely. I definitely would recommend these. And watercolors are just so fun to play with. Probably shouldn't mix my colors like that, but in the palette. But it's fun to blend from one to the other and just see what you can get. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, and keep your eye out for these inexpensive art supplies. They are showing up everywhere. So it's so nice to be going back to kind of our analog art. Digital art is great, but there's just nothing like pen and paper and ink and paper. It's very mesmerizing and relaxing. We can draw happy little trees, just like Bob Ross. All right, thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later.